You train your body, you calm your mind, you try to sleep, yet something pulls you back again and again. Tell me, how can a warrior rest when the battlefield is inside their own body? Every night your peace is broken. Not by noise, not by dreams, but by one quiet, relentless urge. You wake up to pee. This is not destiny. This is not simply getting old. This is a mistake you're making every single day. And until you correct it, your nights will not belong to you. Many seniors assume that waking up at night to urinate is simply an unavoidable part of growing older. It becomes accepted as a normal part of aging, something to be tolerated rather than questioned. However, this belief can be misleading. While age can contribute to some changes in bladder function, it is not always the main reason behind frequent nighttime urination. The truth is, our habits shape our health far more than we realize. Often, what feels like a natural process is actually the result of unconscious routines we've carried on for years without reflection. The body is wise, but it follows the patterns we teach it. If we drink fluids carelessly in the evening, the body will respond exactly as instructed. It will wake you to release what it cannot store through the night. This common assumption that nighttime urination is solely the price of age can prevent people from identifying and correcting simple mistakes. It becomes a story we tell ourselves, a way to avoid changing habits. But awareness changes everything. When a person realizes that not all disruptions are caused by biology, that some are caused by behavior, they gain the power to transform their experience. Believing that this problem is inevitable takes away your ability to improve it. But understanding that it's often a fixable mistake gives you the control back. This shift in perspective is critical. What you think is permanent may be entirely reversible. What you think is age may be routine. The key lies in observation. Pay attention to how and when your body reacts. With mindful adjustments, many seniors find that their nights become quieter, their sleep more restful, and their energy restored. Change begins not in the body, but in the belief that something can change. One of the most overlooked reasons for waking up at night to urinate is the simple act of drinking too much water in the evening. It may seem harmless, even healthy, but the timing of hydration plays a crucial role in how your body functions during rest. Many people, especially seniors, tend to drink water later in the day without thinking about how it affects their sleep. They may sip tea after dinner, drink a full glass before bed out of habit, or feel thirsty due to poor hydration throughout the day. As a result, the bladder continues filling even as the body tries to wind down and prepare for sleep. This forces the body to interrupt its rest cycle, pulling you from deep sleep and urging you to get up and go to the bathroom. The body needs rest to heal, repair, and restore energy. But when the bladder is full, it sends signals that override the sleep cycle, causing fragmented rest and lower sleep quality. Over time, this pattern not only affects how rested you feel in the morning, but can also increase feelings of fatigue, irritability, and even anxiety. It's not about cutting out water entirely. It's about drinking with awareness, shifting your main hydration hours to earlier in the day so that your body has time to process fluids before bedtime. By the time night falls, your bladder should be mostly emptied, allowing you to stay asleep without interruption. The simple act of adjusting your hydration schedule can bring powerful results. When you stop overloading your body with fluids at night, you start reclaiming the stillness and peace your sleep is meant to offer. This one change can lead to deeper rest, clearer mornings, and a noticeable difference in your overall well-being. Your body is a reflection of the patterns you create through your daily choices. It learns what to expect based on what you repeatedly do. If you eat at the same time each day, your hunger aligns with that rhythm. If you exercise consistently, your muscles and energy adjust to that demand. The same principle applies to sleep and bladder function. When you drink large amounts of fluids in the evening, night after night, your body begins to follow that routine. It prepares to eliminate those fluids, not during the day when you're active, but at night, when you should be at rest. The body does not resist your habits, it adapts to them, and once a pattern is established, it becomes your new normal, whether it's helpful or harmful. This is why so many people find themselves waking up every night to urinate without questioning it. It feels automatic, but it wasn't always this way. It was taught through consistent behaviors repeated over time. Your bladder is not malfunctioning, it's obeying the rhythm you've set. You are the one giving it instructions, even if you're unaware of it, and this means you also have the power to change the rhythm. It starts by rethinking when and how you hydrate. When you shift the majority of your fluid intake to the morning and afternoon, you allow your body to flush excess liquids while it's still active and awake. As the day winds down, your bladder begins to rest along with you. This reprogramming doesn't happen overnight, but with patience and consistency, your body will respond. It will relearn how to stay still through the night, just as it once did. Your sleep will deepen, your energy will rise, because your body, when treated with awareness, always listens. Timing is everything when it comes to hydration. Drinking water is essential, but when you drink, it matters just as much as how much you drink. The body runs on cycles. Your organs, hormones, and even your energy levels follow a rhythm throughout the day. The earlier part of the day is when your body is most active. Your metabolism is higher, your kidneys are functioning at full capacity, and your body is ready to process and eliminate fluids efficiently. This is the ideal time to hydrate deeply. Starting the day with water reactivates your system after hours of fasting during sleep. It supports digestion, clears waste, and energizes the mind and body. As the day continues, the body gradually shifts toward a state of rest. By evening, the organs begin to slow down. This natural slowdown is not a flaw. It's part of your internal design to help you wind down and prepare for restful sleep. But when you drink heavily at night, out of habit, thirst, or the belief that it's healthy, you force your kidneys and bladder to stay active, disrupting this natural cycle. The body has no choice but to wake you when the bladder is full. This creates a loop of poor sleep, fatigue, and the mistaken belief that aging is to blame. By adjusting your hydration to align with the body's rhythm, you create harmony within. Drink more in the morning and throughout the day. Reduce fluid intake as evening approaches. This small shift gives your body the space to rest at night without interruption. The result is not only fewer trips to the bathroom, but also deeper, more restorative sleep. Your energy in the morning will feel different, stronger, clearer, because your body was finally allowed to rest as it was meant to. It's easy to believe that every healthy habit is always good, but the truth is more nuanced. Even the best habits, if done at the wrong time or in the wrong way, can lead to unintended consequences. Drinking water is one of the most fundamental practices for health, yet many people apply it without awareness. They drink late into the evening, thinking it supports their body, not realizing that this well-intentioned act can disrupt their sleep and overall balance. The body does not respond only to what you do, it responds to *** when *** you do it. Timing turns a healthy act into a healing force or an invisible disturbance. This principle applies to all areas of life, but it becomes especially important as we age. With age, the body becomes more sensitive, more responsive to both support and strain. What once had no noticeable effect now creates imbalance. Late evening hydration, once harmless, now leads to repeated trips to the bathroom at night. It breaks the natural rest cycle and fragments your energy. You may think you're simply aging, but in reality, your body is reacting to mistimed input. This isn't a failure, it's a message. The body is asking for alignment. True health is not just about doing the right things, it's about doing them with awareness. It's about listening to your body's rhythm and adjusting your habits to support it. When you recognize that even positive actions can become obstacles if misused, you begin to move with wisdom instead of routine. Reducing water intake in the evening is not about restriction. It's about respecting the body's need for stillness. When you bring attention to both your actions and their timing, your habits begin to heal rather than harm. In that awareness, deeper rest and clearer vitality return naturally. Restful sleep is not just something that happens when the body gets tired. It is something that must be protected through conscious discipline. As we grow older, the quality of our rest becomes even more essential to our physical and mental well-being. Yet many people unknowingly sabotage their sleep through small, avoidable choices, one of the most common being late night fluid intake. Waking up in the middle of the night to urinate may seem like a minor inconvenience, but over time it fragments your sleep, reduces the depth of your rest, and drains your energy reserves. What follows is not just fatigue, but a weakened sense of clarity, mood, and resilience throughout the day. The body seeks stillness during the night, not activity. But if the bladder is full, it cannot remain silent. It must act. That one act, getting up to use the bathroom, can pull you out of deep sleep and disrupt the healing process that your body depends on. When this happens regularly, it is not a sign of failure, but a signal to realign your daily choices. Choosing to reduce fluid intake at night is a form of self-respect. It is a small act of discipline that brings great reward. Discipline is not harshness, it is awareness in action. It is the ability to observe your needs and respond wisely, not habitually. To sleep peacefully, you must create the conditions for peace. Just as a garden needs quiet soil to grow, your body needs uninterrupted rest to repair and renew. This means drinking mindfully, living intentionally, and honoring the silence of the night. With consistent care and conscious effort, sleep becomes a sacred space again, deep, uninterrupted, and healing. That is how energy returns. That is how life begins to feel whole again.